think in this one so far, the high tempo lineups, the chaotic lineups, have felt a little bit better. LGD with their low cooldown, I just feel like they can roll and they can win, and I reckon that's what this first game is going to come down to. So let's see which way it goes. As of course, I just want to quickly mention that these teams have met each other before, and we had a similar criticism about LGD's draft back then when they drafted the Sand King and the Sniper. That was an entirely different LGD. Now the teams play very differently, but let's find out what's going to happen in this game number 1 of the grand finals between LGD and Elephant with our commentary duo of BQ and Mofar.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Nomad. I was getting my dancing shoes on, getting hyped for this series, ready to go. We've been here before. Elephant vs LGD. Again,
thanks, guys.
We just did this. Dota Pit Season 4. You guys were there. Everybody in chat, you remember this. Remember how it went. LGD, they're yet to win a grand final. And they've been here 3 times prior. You've got ROCK coach on one side, Jowie coach on the other side. One more on Chinese Dota. Tell me, chat.
This is all.
Tell me
more tonight. Nice. So LGD find the mid lane ward, but it gets denied. So still an LGD win.
Well, you know, Mo is just in the shock.
30 seconds.
He doesn't know what to tell me. It's just too exciting.
Oh no, I was muted. Oh no, what a disaster.
I set you up. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Tell me, Mo. Tell me. Whoa, this is so crazy.
Oh my god, I'm like acting so much more hyped than I was before as well. This is why it was great. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this one. Like, I think this, I coming into this like low bracket final yesterday, I was really hoping we were gonna get this like Elephant IGB match, because IG has been really good the whole tournament, right? And then they kind of fall flat on their face yesterday. LGD, you know, winning with Pudge in the low bracket final, game 2 and all sorts. So I don't know. This is. To me, it feels like, you know, Elephant have like tried really hard all tournament. They're like the person at school, like the kid at school, when they have to sit an exam, they've like studied for days and like they've done everything they possibly can. And LGD are the team that like asked to borrow somebody else's pencil and they just walk in and ace it, you know? So
that was me back in the day. Used to forget my pen and be like, well, we have a test today? All right, I got this. And then I would test pretty well.
It's really exciting to see these two teams like battle it out against each other again, because yeah, you know, LGD, especially this game in particular, their draft is wacky, you know?
Yeah.
They have some real crazy things going on. Obviously flexing this Master 5, something that I've seen before. Not necessarily in this tournament, but in other tournaments and things before in other regions. So yeah, interesting to see how it does.
They were trying to copy somebody's test, but they need glasses because this is the first time they've copied a test, and it's definitely a little bit interesting, that's for sure, in what they've chosen for this LGD lineup. And it was such a crazy lineup, Effie couldn't even back LGD. Well, I'm shocked.
Oh no! Ame!
FY. Get me in there
as well.
And the get Ame. Nah, he's fine with the guy's rebuke. But you know, there is drama between these two teams. There's bad blood. Both teams wanna each other very badly. LGD tweeting a picture that was very well photoshopped, I'm gonna tell you, of 2 players shaking hands like the no-tail fly situation. I saw it quickly. I didn't see who photoshopped over the top of them, but you know, there are some tweets happening even for us here in the West. I can only imagine the posts that are happening over there. But yeah, I've heard there's bad blood, and every time these teams play each other, and I think Vichi's included, like those 3 teams, whenever they play each other again, or whenever Vici and OGD play against Elephant, there's more on the line than just a victory. Oh, that was a great tournament. I don't know if you saw that. I'm just kind of styling at the moment a little bit.
I think lanes are coming up even so far, though. Especially this mid lane, nothing to say is much better against the Kunkka than I thought he would. Like I felt like the Kunkka's a really good matchup for Summoners, but nothing to say. Yeah, it started off relatively well.
We haven't really seen much Kunkka either. Cold tap with the EMP. Somnus not working with much fan anymore. He does have an empty bottle to fill up, and that's exactly what he'll do. Won't fill up completely as he's walking back to the mid lane. He maybe drops a sip and only gets 2 from that bounty rune. But yeah, he sips it right on up, and now he's feeling all right.
I think
1.
we should say as well, Ame's done incredibly well so far on the TA this tournament. Like, I think the TA's like
precious bounty.
not a safe lane that gets picked a huge amount by a lot of teams, right? But it's very potent, and he gets so much farm on this hero as well. You know, when we watch him play, he's
Somnus! He's in trouble. God's Rebuke's gonna be there to get that kill. They'll take him out. Even bottle the water rune.
Yeah, maybe not expecting the Mars rotation to come quite quite so early, but you know, there's 4-minute water runes. We've seen them fall over very often, and we've even seen the 2-minute water rune be contested sometimes. What was the game where LG just sent like 3 heroes mid at level 2? Was that against IG?
It was the first game of Aster, wasn't it? It was 3 heroes mid. It was the beginning of the tilting, or the tilting, as it was seen as.
Hero's taking a lot of damage.
I will say Ame this tournament has looked clean. Like his laning, he's secured CS and farm. I would say every game. I don't know if there's one that really sticks out in my mind where I'm just like, oh man, he had a really awful game. Even when he's playing those 1 pudges and he's playing CAs here, like, he's really securing farm. Yang fall right into the hands of Innocence, who will kill off his Dark Seer.
Yeah, I don't think this bot lane's going as well as they would have hoped for on Elephant. I know they first phased the Dark Seer Nyx, right? So, but you know, they've read the draft right that the TA was going to be safe lane because Ame's been playing it so well. And then yeah, they would have really hoped for this lane to have gone a little bit better.
OGD in a lot of their performances, we've seen them take a 1k lead early on. I think they're kind of close to that mark or closing in on that early 1k advantage, and we've seen that when they found themselves in great laning stages, which has been a common theme for them. And Pyrrhus is going to lose his courier Jinkyu, and well, it's still going right in all 3 lanes thus far for LGD.
It gets to the point though for the mid now as well, you see nothing to say. It's pretty difficult because the level 3 Typing comes through, and it's just so much harass damage even with the points and quests to keep your gun up. So Kunkka really starts to dominate the lane, and I like that Super's hanging around mid as well. I think when you hit the level 6 on Kunkka, if you have support that just hangs around mid, you have so much kill potential between the 2 heroes.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Got a TP out there, and now they got the spear landing onto the Dark Seer. Back, but it's not going to matter. Who gets the kill on the Yang? They've killed off 2 here on LG. Now they're going to make a move over me. The Tornado EMP comes out. They have the X on, nothing to say with no mana. Somnus really can't follow this up with anything.
Yeah, they really wanted to get a combo.
Anyway.
They really wanted to get a combo off full mana to get like the Ghost Ship, the Torrent, everything off, but well, I not to say early EMP. I'm really shocked the Darkseid died there. Not the Dark, sorry, the Nyx. But then you forget how much damage this TA hero does. Utterly absurd.
And it's trying to deal with, I'm gonna say, who currently in Southeast Asia is ranked number 1. You kind of held that spot for a long time, I want to say. Ghost Ship coming in towards mid. Will land onto this Invoker.
Dire's top
That's kind of nice at the same time as gank coming through. They can spoke off on him, but it's definitely not going to die to that rotation.
Yeah, kind of because that Ghost Ship came in and realized this is going to be a prep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So far, pretty even. You do have Ame sitting top of the net worth. We've seen this TA pop off before. He's already 1-1-1. Got the best items in the game, the slippers of
Radiant's
agility.
bottom tower is under attack.
He's ready to go.
Damage.
So,
Ooh, quick wall down from Yang. Tornado over mid, Swashbuckle comes through, Somnus doing with his cold snap, get run down. And I could impale. 2-man stun. We got the double damage on the Pangolier, but it's not gonna matter. They'll get the kill over mid while they lose super in the top lane. Yang dropped this wall prior, and just while Ame was farming, it wasn't really much aggression from either of them. But Yang felt it necessary to just drop it down, and it really didn't do anything to this TA.
it's kind of, you strong lawyer as much as possible though, right? Like if you could just bully her out. TA does deny the bot tier 1 as well. Fabian going to take the top tier 1 at the same time. So nice net worth boost there for OGD. I think where elephants shine though, and where we'll see them, is obviously when they've got this like really strong 5-man going, when they hit their first round of items. Yeah, I was wondering whether he might get back on Darkseer, but I think the straight axe is so good this game. I know you're playing into the tornado from the Invoker, but even so.
Blessings.
Well, so that ends up a problem. Nothing to say on this. Invoker has shown his prowess with this here in previous games. One of the things we really haven't spoken about is Faith Beyond, though, right? He hasn't really been touched. He's taken the tier 1 tower top. He's the third in the net worth and kind of getting away with anything he wants to do at the moment.
I'll be honest, I've hated watching Brood this tournament. I really detest this hero.
Arachnid.
It's just so frustrating, like, to play against. And I feel people's pains when it starts to just take over their whole jungle and everything, right? It just farms so quickly. They do have, like, the Dark Snow for the wave clear, and they have Grim for the wave clear, especially good against the spiders as well, so... Are you ready for the Stroke of Fate one-shot against the Broodmother?
That's what I'm really hoping for. Tornado comes out, hits on the 2 spike carapace there from F-Fly. There's nothing to say. Backs off a little bit from the aggression being put on by Elephant over in that lane.
He's getting first starting B here, Kunkka as well. Interesting. Potentially indicate that, yeah, they really do just want to, you know, run up, barrel down lanes, try and create that early pressure with the Darkseer Kunkka combo. Because when the Darkseer gets sags, the Kunkka and the Jug are already relatively strong.
Right.
With the Iron Shell on them, they'll become, yeah.
Let's see if they're going to get there. Now they're going to make the rotation over towards the top lane. They'll throw down the arena. They've got themselves the spear. Ghost Ship comes in. Torrent lands on a Faith Beyond. They're finally trying to take care of this Brood, and they will.
Yeah, but it's 4 versus 2, and they still lose one of their heroes, unfortunately, because of the spiders. The super goes down.
Dire's
Super being sacrificed.
Yeah, he's gonna have to glyph because the catapult, for some reason, just decided to run on the tower. It's unfortunate, mid.
Dire's structures are
So I'm going into the so after finishing off the Dragonlance, goes over to these ancient creeks, and we'll just about have that first Mithril Hammer. And again, mid, nothing to say, just trying to deter these heroes from coming in, but they go after Innocence. Tornado comes down, that hits onto the Kunkka. They've got the rolling thunder to follow it up from Jinku. It hits on F-Fly, who's already used that spike carapace, so he's dead. They've already lost one. They've got 3 more here mid. They'll put the Surge as well as the Iron Shield out on the Storm. It's tough to catch this Pangolier. Have the X pull back, and they should be able to get the kill at least on a 1 while the wall is down right on top of Faith Beyond. He's got more webs to weave and more areas to leave.
Yeah, Ame just farming away at the same time, so taking these 4 versus 5 fights on LGD, not so bad. Yeah, the Chuck has to come over to think about contesting in the fight as well.
Arcane Boots finished off for Grimstroke.
I like this hood purchase on the Brood. I'd be interested to see whether it turns into a relatively early pipe as well. It's a great pipe game up against the Darks, the Grim, the Kunkka.
We've seen that plenty of times come out for the Broodmother, right?
Yeah,
You have the Aurora Borealis on the Spiderlings. Torrent lands on Ame. They've also got the Yang here. They'll strike. Somnus taking some damage. Now the Ghost Ship coming through. Ame needs to be very careful. Pull back via the vacuum. They get the kill into super while this is happening. They'll take out Ame. 2 heroes that come on over and take out this TA relatively easily.
Dire's middle tower
It
has
looks like they're getting stretched across the map though, right? They have to commit so many heroes to find these kills. they're just losing like their tier 1 mid at the same time. Like they're just losing trades. So this would be a good pick off if they find it on Faithbian. FY giving really good information here.
But nothing to say is when they're going to go after Yang to start. Will blow up these starts here. I'm going to say now getting hit by that Vendetta as well as the Impale. Followed up by a Stroke of Fate. He'll throw down the EMP. FY now with the Spike Carapace. That'll lock down. Nothing to say for a second. But coming over his face beyond the Inkswell lands and stuns up this Brood. It only lands on a FY. He's getting run down. They've got themselves the Ice Wall. That'll slow up this Nyx Assassin. The Spear pushes Somnus away as Innocence is trying to survive. He's getting hit by these tower shots as they lift up the tier 2. But everybody's surviving on LGD in this exchange, and they lose 2 on the side of Elephant.
Can I say, by the way, I've been so impressed with the Nothing to Say Invoker this tournament, because before this tournament, we didn't really associate Nothing to Say with this hero too often, right?
Right.
He's just mourned over other things, like, you know, like the Magnus, for example, and stuff, so... Kunkka.
They're going to go in onto the Kunkka. They've got the wall down. They'll finally finish off Somnus, but now the Soulbind comes through, so the Rolling Thunder is going to be stuck in place. They'll vacuum them back. They have the Inkswell controllers there, but Nothing to Say. He's getting a little blow. They've got the arena coming out from Innocence. That will save Nothing to Say, but what can they do afterwards? Omni Slap comes through. Eurus gets himself on the board. They get the kill onto the Pangolier. Nothing to Say he's able to TP out.
Oh, that's... The fact that they don't get the Invoker, they're so rough for Elephant.
Spear landing, Spiderlings doing a lot of damage here to FY, but they've got the help from Eurus with that Battle Fury and the stroke from Super.
Didn't connect the God's Rebuke on the Nyx, unfortunately. I don't think it will matter. I don't think the Nyx dies anyway.
Dire's bottom tower is under
It's 2,000 gold on the Brood. I'm really wondering what he's going to go for next on Faithfield. This Invoker is so farmed for like its layout it has against this Kunkka right early on.
Not the easiest lane, that's for sure.
Oh
boy. Coming in, let's see what they can get out of this.
Nice Carapace from FY.
We'll salve up. And there's the pick.
Good finish. The Destiny now as well. Oh no, too.
Now here for the Grim. MP got rebuke. One more flip coming in for Nothing to Say. He's on a kill. He's 3-0-4 involved in 7 of the 12 die in this game. And again, they're just opening up more space for Ame, who's now taking Roach. Himself first, he just the way you do it within a you take early Roach and you can stride from there, and of course there's a double damage afterwards.
It's queued up on the Kunkka now. He's finished as well. I'm not sure about that.
Slow.
Like it would be an okay item this game, but I feel like the way the game's going, they're going to need items to be earlier.
They land the spear, they'll lock down Yang, and with a meld strike, Ame will blow him away. Also, demolish this tier 2 tower in the top lane. LGD, like I said, they're stretching us in, and it's becoming really problematic for Elephant to deal with.
Like, Jug's trying to find farm on the map and everything, but the start has felt really underwhelming so far today.
Super getting run down. He'll die. Faith Beyond bullying supports. Now dominating.
Dire's middle tower is under
I think this shows like what the panel was saying earlier. I think LGD, I think Effie was saying this, that when LGD are playing at their best, they look like the best team in the world, right? You know, we've seen some performances from them this tournament where maybe they're not quite taken seriously, but they still look really good. But when LGD are on it, they're on it. So, oh, Eurus. And it feels like this is one of those games where they're just
On it.
they're just all over the place. Like they're defending their wards here, you can see as well.
EMP X as well as the tour. The ghost ship comes through on a Faith Beyond. And they will soulbind him, but he's not bound to anybody. And that's all they're gonna do.
They get the D ward at least, so that's something, but not what they would have hoped for.
And this Faith on Brood is doing exactly what Stephen alluded to. It's causing chaos. Stretch them thin throughout the entirety of the map, right? Now, it may not be chaos in terms of like, oh, you have 50 kills, but it is turning into making Elephant's game very difficult.
Yeah, and I was really worried about their support duo with the playing with the Mars so far, but they're playing so aggressive.
Arena forcing that BKB. That fresh 9-second BKB now used and on cooldown for 70 seconds. But that's not going to stop them from pushing in. Get super, they'll take out FY on the outside, bouncing around, not really going to do much. Lands in the rolling thunder, they've got the wall. Oh, Eurus getting blown up here by Ame. You have the tornado right into the ice wall. Vacuum back, still moving slower than a snail. And that allows Ame to blow him up with a meld strike, getting a triple kill, moving his kill score up to a 5-2-3, and an 18-6 6K lead here for LGD.
This TA is just run rampant. Honestly, I'd be really surprised if they get this hero in this series.
Dire's
It feels like it just shoves. It does so much damage at this point in the game, right? And the fact that they have the ability to flex it between 1 and 2, it's so hard to play against.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's the BKB for the TA going into the Ags next, and we've seen the power of this. And usually when you've got that early first Roche, you build into the Ags, and if you have to wait too long, just build the shard anyway.
Dire's
But
bottom tower has fallen.
they want that second Roche, they want that shard, they'll have that Ags, and we've seen how strong it is on TA.
The thing about TA as well, it enables these more greedy 5 heroes like Mars and stuff as well, which we know LGD like.
Eurus can't really step into this at all. Yeah, I mean, a greedy 5 Mars coming through, and he's going Yules after the Tranquils. Like, he is playing quite greedy. He's still above the Nick Assassin in gold. Not only that, but how many times have we seen Shinku just have so much gold? Look at him. 6,100 net worth. He's got an Orb of Corrosion. He's got the Basher ready. Like, this guy is farmed. He's ready to go. And where has he found the space for this farm? You had TA farming the map. You had Brute taking exclusively top farm. And somehow, Shinku, he's still there. He's still got a lot of net worth. And he's keeping up with the Darkseer.
They have so much of the map to play with, though. It's no wonder that Shinku has so much net worth, right? When they're as far ahead as they are, their Brood's able to cover such a big area of the map. Elephant don't really have the huge amount of spaces to them that are safe. So
and you can see that based on their net worth too, right? They've kind of been funneled into just giving Eurus the majority of the farm, even though Kunkka is higher at the moment. But with the Valkyrie, it's not the quickest man afterwards because he doesn't have a lot of the map to work with.
But look where they're farming. Like, they're taking farm out of the Elephant side of the map, right? Look, right next to their tiers and all sorts. Not only they're taking it for themselves, yeah, you squeeze the space.
He still has that Radiance queued, and he's almost got that Sacred Relic.
Precious
I'm not sure that's the item that's going to make or break this game, though.
I love these things.
I don't know what he buys, though, that wouldn't make a difference. I was just expecting him to build, like, smaller items because the game was in such a difficult state.
Right.
The thing is, though, they have such good team fight. All it takes is one fight for Elephant and the game can turn. Like, you get some, like, insane vac into, like, Ghost Ship combo, maybe vac into Impale. We've seen how much Inkswell can do this tournament.
I mean, it's certainly there for them. The question is, can they grasp that and get that to happen? And it's going to be tough. LGD, they've played well around these fights.
Oh, he has a Yules on the... Oh, unfortunate. Has a Yules on the mouse instead of Blink, so...
And now he's ahead of both supports. According to the Bird Mothers, they have Sustain, they have as well. This is looking really crisp right now from LG. They're going to smoke on 3. They've got nothing to say, as well as Innocence here with Shinku trying to make something happen and put the push again on Elephant, who are trying to take over their outpost. But now might find themselves in a bit of a bad spot. The 200 gold away from having TA with the axe, which would be giving the ability of Ame to jump in. They've got Roll around the back. They've got the Ghost coming through on an innocence. They're in the arena, but it's not going to do anything to get this for the Mars. Look over the Devin Blast hits on here. The BKB pop as well as Ame. And back on. Puts him in the soul line. Run back in the wall. At least on the Bangalore. They've got Boogie right on top of the flow here. They'll get the kill in his Jinkyu, and that's at least 2. Haven't lost anything inside of Elfin just yet. Tornado comes in, and here as well as Yang helps keep them from chasing. Ame survives as well, but really doesn't put much input into that fight. And all of a sudden, Elephant get a bit of gold from that and stain a little bit more. And that puts them now into the Radiance on Somnus.
The thing is, like we've seen how important that cliff vision is in the entire dire top jungle to control the area. Oh, Eurus.
Bleed Fury away, nothing to say, trying to keep up. He's got the Tornado to follow it up. Lands on the Eurus, keeps him still, but the spear doesn't land. They have the Mill Strike that hits on the FY as well as the Colts now. They're trying to get a kill. And Ame doing so much damage, they'll throw down a meteor. An Elephant are not dinosaurs, so they won't go extinct after that lands on the map.
The only dinosaur here, Beacop established that.
True.
But yeah, so this vision they have on this cliff that you can see at the moment, like it just completely wins them that fight. They just see everything.
Nothing to say. And over once again. Cold Snap and the EMP. Nothing to say with another kill. They've silenced up. Nothing to say for a second. They're going to try and surge out. The tornado lands. And now Yang might be in some trouble. But the impale comes through. And nothing to say. They've got the wall down. There's the arena from Innocence. Somnus with the BKB. He's trying to help out, but they end up losing Yang. Blade Fury from Eurus. Ink Swell coming through as well. It's not going to land on the Mars, who just up and avoid the X, but they already get the Kona FY. And Innocence is going to give credit for that one. They'll take it the most. And it ends up being a trade with a buyback coming up from Super. It's a 3-for-1 trade in the favor of LGD.
Oh, they had to commit so much just to kill Innocence, though.
And they're in Roge on LGD too.
If they'd managed to catch nothing to say with one more stun before he got his KB off, it would have been great for Elephant, right? But the fact he's able to get it off just completely turns the fight.
So this is going to be short for Ame. And oh, wow. Never seen things kind of drop outside the pit like that before. Ame, he's gonna have that shard. He just picked up the axe. So that's a big spike for TA, where you've now got the ability to move with the silent projection. You have the silence that's now on the traps. You could jump on someone, they're silenced for a long time. It's 3.5 seconds based on how long the trap's been charged for, and most of these traps that are hiding around the map are fully charged. They've been plugged in.
Can you? I don't know if you're Theban though, because Nomad won't. Again, I'm gonna put that out there.
There you go.
Can you use the TAGs while you're soulbound by the Grim? Because I'm pretty sure you can use it in coil. So I'm assuming the same mechanic applies. I have no idea, but
I have to see.
I was thinking they don't really have any beacon piercing suns, right?
Ooh, there it is. Oh, God. Two-shotting. Ame is ripping through Super so quickly that he changes his name from Super to Great. As Ame just rips through the bottom tier 2.
Alacrity TA. That hero didn't do enough damage already, Beacop. It's just what we needed.
Yeah, doing enough damage that the Chrysalis is in the backpack.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's like they're gonna. Are they letting this go? They're just not ready to defend. I don't think they expect LGD to just push up so quickly into the high ground.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Assuming they would probably back off a little bit. It's cheese on Shinkyu.
EMP thrown down, that'll drain Somnus of his mana.
It's a shame if you wanted to cast some spells, wouldn't it?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh,
Quiver TA.
Yeah, Quiver TA.
Yeah,
The Daedalus is finished. I don't need the Daedalus in the backpack. Going to the Axe Blessing. Do you have a spot for that Daedalus?
Scanning.
She farms so fast, I think the eggs is fine. You know that's not going to be replaced so quickly.
Got the arena down on a yurt. They catch him. Sunstrike Swashbuckle coming in with the Wayfarer is going to be used by Yurt to try and run away. They got the soul under the Penguin as well as the Invoker. They've got the vacuum wall down. But Ame starting to hit into these heroes on the side of Elf. They'll get the kill on Yang. FY ducks it up. Swashbuckle comes through the spike carapace and side up it also from Ame. And that's going to mean that he was stunned for a second as well. That allows this Kunkka to land the torment. They've got the silence on Asana. So they're going to continue to move in on FY. Get the kill onto 2 and start a tier 3 tower. But moving over for Sonic. Got the X as well as the Torian landing on Ame. The X coming into Urus. He's not too comfortable with this. Sunstrike off the mark. As he do up into the air. Innocence is Yule. And they will just do so much damage and clean up Urus. He does have buyback. Fabian gets credit for that kill. But Ame, he is just looking like the sun out there because when Elephant get too close, they melt. And with that, Elephant will call GG and LGD with a quick game #1 victory.
Wow. I mean, Elephant for the whole of this tournament